Johnson. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, now Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Got a man, that's Lazard. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Here's Rodgers, escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
McCole Hardman, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. McCole Hardman, 67 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And again, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. To throw is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A final shot before half for Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Dusty connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to... Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now they're in the hurry-up. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Cobb. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 16. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 36, Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly, and the guys who play in the 2nd and the 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that, and they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover, and they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So he gets caught trying to extend the play, and he ends up watching them score on an interception instead.
And what's the old proverb, Brandon? Discretion is the better part of valor. Certainly applies here. You have to admire what he tried to do, extending the play and trying to make something happen. But he definitely needed discretion. Throw it away, run it, do anything other than throw that pick 6.
Good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packers offense set to go. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's good for a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So now down 24-21, a little under a minute 50 remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. And out across midfield down to the 45. To throw is Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Cobb. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Back to throw, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. And inside give to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands of Cobb. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Boy, backs up against the wall, Charles, and they come through with a phenomenal drive to take the lead in the final moments.
Championship effort right there. Marching almost the length of the field, coming through in their final opportunity to earn the win. I think they'll remember this one for a long time, and the fans will too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it. Teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And the catch made by Johnson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
It's brought in by Harris. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, oh. Put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play action. It's Hill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hill.
Oh, the slant complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And again, it's Hill. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens.
65 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hill. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Hill. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Hill throwing once more. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
Luck's good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession as this offense takes the field again. It's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staffs some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Pickett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kentavious Street forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, the Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Off of play action. Hill on the move to his left. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Play fake. Hill. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. Hill. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's halftime here. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They go play fake, and it's Hill. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Hill looking to throw on 1st.
He completes it to Olave.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Hill on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
To the air again. Hill. Completing it to the right side. Johnson.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st down, Hill. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yet, indeed, the flag is out.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Hill. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here's Pickett.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 7. Pickett. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Pickett to throw on first down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. On the move past the 40. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Off play action. Pickett.
This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Kenny Pickett fighting Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Alex Highsmith, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hill. They'll roll him out right. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Hill.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Hill's throw complete there to Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, it's Hill. Again, it's Johnson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it second down. Now it's Hill. And his throw is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Throwing again is Hill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a minute, and Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The Hill's throw complete there to Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Hill now to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates in the Saints touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And Simms says, let's bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Third and 2, Pickett. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Eluding the pressure right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown! Steven Sims, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That one looks like he'll throw here. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Hill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Hill going down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this one up. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So it's a win here for the Saints, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.
Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Wentz to throw on the first play from scrimmage. Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He gets it to Thomas. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on first is Wentz. Forced out to his left.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Thomas has it. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Sly able to put this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 1st down, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Wilson will throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Wilson. And And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Second and 5 now. Wentz targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Wentz now to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Commanders have moved out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 10-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. A give up the middle to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down and 7. Once more, Gibson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm. End zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Buying time to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. Now Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Wentz. Able to connect with Dotson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. 15 yards there on the catch and run. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down 20-10. A minute 56 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On second down, here's Gibson again. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So a victory here for the Commanders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game. Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Wentz first play going right to the air. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be...
Backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 13.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Here's Wilson, rolling to his right. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Bawden taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
Sirline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Berrios. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting field position for them as they at their own 44.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Gibson again. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Here's Wilson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And quickly, they get to the line. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Complete, it's Dotson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. Again, it's Wentz. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 it. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Wentz going to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. A handoff for Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. and somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Wentz to throw again.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. 5 plays.
It was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
It goes as a pickup of 23, and it's good for a New York 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
And here comes Berrios.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure.
This is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Pass complete, Thomas. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of me.
Today on EA Sports.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. And they do finally get him at the 12. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, and even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Throwing Jones. Touchdown Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson from 8 yards out. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished. Wan'Dale Robinson. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time right. He will find his man Chase, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. James has got it. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's James. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Von Bell up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Jones to Galladay, first down Giants. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Richie James from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 9-play drive, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Now he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. And they go play action now. Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. He'll get this one to Galladay. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengal offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Flush to his right. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. First down. Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And Burrow going to throw again. Escaping the pressure. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones now. Throwing on first down. He finds his man complete. That's James. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Forced out to his left. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Burrow being chased out left. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The 2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Jones throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in.
Every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Here's Burrow. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. Well, see, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway once it happened.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Room here to run. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 56 yards. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
Open man is Chase, complete.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he's brought down. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And again, that's Hurst.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Mixon.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll go to Barkley again. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. Throwing, Jones.
Going right back to Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On first and 10, Jones.
He's got Bellinger. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Now Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to 2. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
Play action. It's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Burrow on play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To the air again, Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's a happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengal offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd and 1, Burrow buying time to his left. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. On the move past the 40. Still going. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones throwing to start the drive. This pass complete to Galladay on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's a give to Barkley. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 9. 141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A handoff to Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gano's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Burrow on 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 down at the 33. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are right back in this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Now, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. First down, here's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Oh, great grab by Chase. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh? I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Jones. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's Jones. Gets this to Bellinger.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
To throw is Jones.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Bengals getting set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And he comes back with one complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Giant offense now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rodgers going right side here, and that's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Alan Lazard. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. From the 6. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set at their own 19-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Corral. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Corral. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing here, Corral. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
Foreman will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and
it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. Now Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. On 2nd and 9. Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the 38, Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Here's Foreman. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Here's Corral on first down.
Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, here's Corral.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Corral.
He's got Thomas yet again, complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it in.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
On into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Corral throwing for it.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Takes it at the 7, and he'll be stopped up at the 25.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now Foreman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they're going to speed things up here.
Corral with it on first down. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed,
he's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Lazard.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard. 47 yards.
And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. That time a 6-play drive, and the result a Green Bay score. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Time for another look now at Matt Corral and the Carolina offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, those body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Off play action. Here's Corral.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
On second down, here's Corral.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter.
And now the rookie's free. 20. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets them set.
At their own 25-yard line. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And Corral will throw it.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, down. Well done.
Fourth down, here's Corral.
He gets it to Thomas.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Corral sets up play action. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Corral. He's got the connection to Moore.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Corral to Moore there, good for a Carolina first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A carry for Foreman. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Again, it's Foreman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Foreman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here's Corral.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Corral.
The Escaping the pressure right. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run on first down. Foreman, he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Rodgers to throw.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers.
That's taken in by Watson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The Carolina offense about ready to go. One team squandered opportunity. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning point. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare.
Corral lost it. The ball is out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro.
This to win it in overtime. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On first down, Foreman, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Corral to throw.
Quick slant, caught by Moore.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The Corral trying to get things reset quickly.
On third down, Foreman, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 1 overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. They run again with Foreman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the